he who had excavated the place. Can we go to our PPT?
You want me to share the PPT?
Yeah.
Okay. Please continue to talk. I'll just pull that. I thought you were sharing it.
Yes.
I'll just.
So it was earlier. We were all. I mean, the historians were mostly saying there is no historical truth in that room. So for the first time, this great person, that is Professor B.B. Lal, he came and he said, no, there are certain historical truth, and we are going to show you through the archaeological excavations. So he took up the first excavation which he had taken up, that was at Hastinapura. When he went to the site, there was a huge mound at that time. It was just on the bank of the river Ganga, on the Budi river Ganga. So he excavated that one. And another important place which he excavated was Kurukshetra. So that was also associated with Mahabharata. And then there were 5 places which Pandavas had demanded that if you are giving, in order to avert a kind of battle between both Pandavas and Kauravas, you please give 5 villages to us. And what are those villages? One is Indraprastha. Where is Indraprastha? It is in Puranikila. Indraprastha, Bagpat, Tilpat, Sonipat, and Panipat. These were the 5 places. And they were associated with Mahabharata. So he went and excavated these places also. So in all these places, when he excavated, at the lowest level, he got a pottery known as PGW. That is known as painted graveware. We'll go to slide 8. So it is known as PGW, that is painted graveware. At the lowest level, all these pottery, they were gray in color, and there was a black painting was there in all these paintings, in all this pottery, which he called as Mahabharata pottery. Mahabharata pottery, that is PGW. So then he went to other sites also. After this one, this was Hastinapura, he went to Kurukshetra, there also he got the same thing. And then Indraprastha also, Tilpat also, Bagpat also, Sonipat also, Panipat also. In all these places, he got it, and he said that this is the typical pottery of Mahabharata. We'll go to slide number 8. Can you order? Next. I think this is Professor B.B. Lal. Yes. This is, in this one, and in our Rig Veda, there is a reference about 7 rivers. Sapta Sindhu, it is known as. The lowest part you can see Ganga. Above that Yamuna, in the map you can see Ganga, Yamuna. Imam Rig Veda says in River Sutta, Imam me Gange, Yamune Saraswati, Shutudri Somam Sajata Parushnaya. So most of the important events of Mahabharata period and other places or period also, that had taken, and especially the formation of Hinduism had taken place in between Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, and also Sarayu River. So these were the important places. And it was known as Deva Bhumi sometimes, also Madhya Desha, and also Brahma Desha and Brahmarshi Desha, the whole area. And it was believed that it was created by gods and goddesses. Tvam Deva Nirmidam Desham Brahmavartam Pradikshade. This Brahmavarta has been created by gods and goddesses. So that was the concept. Next, please. Can we change the slide? This is, here you can see Kaushambi is, that is near Allahabad. That is at the confluence of Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati. And then Kambil was there. You can see Kambil on the right side. Kambil, it was, Draupadi was from Kambil. And then Ahichatra, Jakeda, Ahichatra, Hastinapura, Batnava, All these places you can see. Also, you can see Panipat, Tilpat, Bagpat, all these places also. Next, please. Again, you can see Kampil. Kampil, the Draupadi was from there. Ahichatra, then Hastinapura, Barnava, Bagpat. Next, please. Next, please. This is Mahajanapadas. Next, please. It was during the 6th century. So this was the mound which he had located. So this one, he explored the entire area and then he excavated this area. So when he excavated this area, he got, as I told you, the same kind of pottery. And then you have to have something more than that pottery. On the basis of the pottery, since it is available in all the places mentioned in Mahabharata, we can say, of course, this is Mahabharata pottery. But in archaeology, some important events have to be associated with this place also. Next, please. So this is the place where he had excavated. That is in Hastinapura. Next, please. This is the kind of pottery. It's a grey color, and at the same time there will be a dark paintings also would be there. Next, please. This is from other places. That was the earliest one that was from Hastinapura, and this was from other areas, Kurukshetra and other places. Next, please. And now, how to associate it? So, in this one, Vayupurana, there was a reference about this one, about the great flood that had occurred in Ganga, and because of which, the entire Hastinapura was completely washed out. The entire Hastinapura was completely washed out. So the problem was, after the battle was won by the Pandavas, they said that the eldest person should take over. Who was that? That was Dharmaraja. So Dharmaraja said, no, I don't want to be the king, because for this one, I had to kill my own thick and thin, my own brothers. So I don't want. Then the next person was Arjun. He also said, no, I don't want. Then each of them, all the 5 people, they refused to take over. But your duty, you are a Kshatriya, your duty is to rule. So somebody should rule. Who is that? Let the youngest one, let him be the king. Who was that? That was Parishit. Parishit was the son of Abhimanyu. And Abhimanyu was the son of Arjun. So let him be. So Vayupurana says, when the 8th generation from Parishit was ruling at Hastinapura, a great flood had occurred at Hastinapura in River Ganga, and the River Ganga completely devastated the entire city, and then people abandoned this one that is in Hastinapura. They went and settled in Kaushambi. So that verse is Gangeya Apakrade. Ganga Apakrade means that it was stolen by the whole. Ganga had stolen the entire city. Gangeya Apakrade Nagaram Nagaswake, the great Nagari of Hastinapura was stolen by Ganga. Gangeya Apakrade Nagaram Nagaswake Tyuktar Nijachu. Who is Nijachu? Nijachu is 8th generation. He was 8th from Parishit. So Tyuktar Nijachu had abandoned the city, and then Sanivastaya, he went and settled there at a place known as Nagaram Kaushambeyam Sanivastaya. So he went and settled at that place. So what you find here is where the person is keeping his hand, that is the flood line is there. You can see a very flood line as was referred, as was stated in Vayupurana. And everything washed out. So before that, in all the other layers, in the earlier layers, he had got a number of things associated with those periods. But in the river periods and in the flood period, he did not get anything at all. So he came to the conclusion, this was the flood which was referred in Vayupurana, that had occurred during the period of this one, Jatshu. So then this soil was taken